Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to math. Today we're going to learn about logs, okay? And no, not the kind where you cut down a tree and it's a log. No, not that kind of log. These kind of logs, okay, is short term for logarithms, okay? It's a specific type of math. When it comes to these logs, there's a few ways to solve them, okay? I will say this, guys. You're gonna need a calculator that has logs, okay? Or at least a button that says log. I don't know if you guys can really see on this one, but there's a button here that says logs, okay? Some phones have that extra in the calculator, okay? If you flip it sideways, it gives you like a more advanced calculator. Some of you might have to download. Like I said before, if you need an app for your phone that really helps out not only with logs and exponents and all that, but it's also a helpful app when it comes to graphing, especially when you're trying to verify your graphs, okay? It's called Desmond, okay? Should be on the App Store, hopefully, on your phone. All right, so now that you know where to find a calculator, okay, or what kind of calculators you guys can use or apps, we're going to start on today's concept. So, like I said, we're learning about logs. Today we're only going to do the very, very basic stuff, meaning it's very, very basic, okay? I can't express it enough. When it comes to logs, there is a rule, okay? That rule is when you have a number, for example, if I have log, it's just another color here. Color we can actually see. Log, okay, of 3, okay? Notice how it's a little exponent, but instead of the top, it has it on the bottom, okay? It's okay. It's log of 3 times, let's say 243, okay? Equals, and it pretty much already gives you an answer, okay? The answer is 5, okay? The rule is, when you're dealing with logs, if you want to create a log, okay, or if you want to disassemble a log, it's the same rule. The only difference is the outcome, meaning when you have the log version of it, we're trying to get rid of this piece here, okay? The way you do it is, for some reason, let's say your calculator doesn't have the button log. You're trying to solve it, okay? Since you don't have the button log on your calculator, we're going to do it another way to solve for it. What we're going to do is, we're going to get the little exponent the log has, okay? And we're going to move it to the other side of the equation, of the equal sign, okay? When that happens, okay, when you move the little number from the log, it becomes the primary number of the equation on the other side of the equal sign. Meaning, your new equation is 243 equals the number that you move becomes the new number, the new base number, okay? And the number that was the base number becomes the exponent. So 3 to the 5th power, okay? Notice how it went from one side being the log, it became an actual base number for the other side, okay? The same happens when it's vice versa. When you have an equation, for example, let's say we have 6 to the 3rd power equals 45, okay? The same exact thing happens. You're gonna move your base number, okay, to the other side of the equal sign, but this time your new answer is, since I have the 3 on this side, I'm gonna do 3 equals log of 6, because remember, that was the base number. Log of 6 equals, not equals, log of 6 times 45. Okay? Obviously, if you plug it in the calculator, it's not going to give you 3 because I made up the numbers, right? But the whole purpose of this is you guys can see how. If you have a log, okay, or a logarithm, okay, just make sure for log, and you move it to the other side of the equation, your log term, okay, becomes the new base. Vice versa. When you have a number without a log, you try to make a logarithm, okay, make it sometimes easier. You move the base number from one side to the other to make a logarithm, okay? Very, very basics, okay? So that's all we're gonna learn today. Like I said, it's a very, very basic. It's a necessary rule, okay, because you're gonna need to learn it for the next few weeks, okay, to come. So here's your assignment for today. I'm assuming everybody has it down. Remember, everything I read on the board, you should have it on your notes. All right. So for your assignment today, we have log of 2 4 equals 20, okay? Then we have 3 to the 4th power equals 63. And finally, log of 5 times 10 equals 45, okay? All you have to do is convert it from logarithm, if it has to an original equation, to an expression, or an expression to a logarithm, okay? All right, guys, so make sure you write them down. Make sure you submit your answers as soon as you're done watching the video, and I'll be waiting for your email.